It is a frustrating pill to swallow when a house right down the street sells for a premium while your home sells for significantly less. When you live in the same subdivision, share the same school district, and have nearly identical floor plans, it feels like your home should be valued exactly the same. But in real estate, small nuance differences can add up to tens of thousands of dollars, especially in a buyer's eyes. Now, if you are trying to understand why your neighbor walked away from the closing table with a much bigger check, here are the top 5 reasons your neighbor's house sold for more than yours. The first, and often most overlooked, factor is microlocation within the neighborhood. In real estate, location isn't just about the zip code, it's about that specific placement of your lot. Even if your homes are structurally identical, a house situated on a quiet cul-de-sac or backing up to a peaceful greenbelt or wooded conservation area will always command a premium over a house located on a busy through street or backing up to a loud main road or a noisy commercial strip or a high voltage power line. Buyers are willing to pay extra for privacy, safety, and quiet. Furthermore, the shape and slope of the lot matters immensely as well. A flat, usable rectangular lot with a large backyard is more inherently valuable to a buyer with children or pets than a steeply sloped lot or an awkwardly shaped pie wedge yard that limits how they can use the outdoor space. The second reason is the timing of when the home was listed and the overall market momentum. The real estate market fluctuates constantly based on microeconomic factors like interest rates and seasonal demand. If your neighbor listed their home during the absolute peak season of the spring market, when buyer demand is sky high and inventory is incredibly low, they likely benefited from intense competition and maybe even a bidding war that artificially inflated their final sales price. If you listed your home in the dead of winter or right after a sudden spike in mortgage interest rates, the buyer pool was naturally smaller and less aggressive. Now, you can have the exact same house as your neighbor, but if you sell during a market lull and they sell during a market peak, the final numbers will inevitably reflect that shift in leverage. Turnkey updates like quartz countertops and modern fixtures allow buyers to justify a premium price tag. Right? Now, third on the list is the level of internal updates, structural modernizations, and material quality. While your home might have clean, functional laminate countertops and 1990 honey oak cabinets, your neighbor may have invested in a strategic cosmetic overhaul. If they upgraded to seamless quartz countertops, refaced their cabinets with a modern shaker style, installed continuous hardwood or luxury vinyl plank flooring throughout the main level, and updated old plumbing and light fixtures, well, buyers will instantly justify a higher purchase price. Now, modern buyers are heavily focused on convenience. They are often stretching their budgets just to secure a down payment, meaning they would rather roll the cost of a modern turnkey home straight into a 30-year mortgage than buy a house that requires them to spend $20,000, $30,000 of cash on renovations the day they move in. Now, the fourth major deteriorator or differentiator is the age and condition of the big ticket mechanical items. Buyers and home inspectors look past the staging to examine the bones of the property. If your neighbor just replaced their roof, if they installed a high efficiency HVAC system, or if they put in a brand new water heater, they have effectively eliminated $15,000 to $25,000 in near future expenses for the incoming buyer. If your home still features a 15-year-old roof nearing the end of its lifespan, an original furnace, Buyers would naturally discount their offer to protect themselves from facing a catastrophic financial expense immediately after closing. Now, a house with a brand new major system like these acts as a massive insurance policy for a buyer's bank account, and they will pay a premium for that peace of mind. Now, finally, the fifth reason is the sheer power of superior marketing, presentation, and professional staging. First impressions are everything. If your neighbor hired a top tier agent who used professional high resolution photography, drone aerials, a virtual 3D walkthrough, and strategic home staging to make every room look like a designer magazine spread, they captured maximum attention online. If your listing relied on amateur, dark cell phone photos, or if the home was cluttered and filled with heavy, oversized furniture during showings, it failed to trigger an emotional connection. Good marketing drives higher foot traffic, and higher foot traffic is the exact formula that's required to generate multiple offers and push a sales price beyond the standard neighborhood comps. Now, the takeaway is this. Homes that value isn't a fixed status symbol based entirely on square footage. It is a delicate mix of lot placement, mechanical updates, market timing, and visual presentation. By focusing on the variables that you can control, like presentation, staging, and addressing aging mechanical items before you sell, you can ensure your home commands the absolute highest price the market is willing to pay. Now, if you are getting ready to enter into the market and you want an honest comparative analysis of how your home stacks up against your competition, right? Your immediate neighborhood competition, so that you can maximize your leverage, reach out to me today and let's build a custom strategy to get you that top dollar.